Rachel Carson was an extremely influential biologist who was born in 1907 in a place called Pennsylvania in America. That's right about here. For those of you who don't know what a biologist does, they are a special type of scientist that studies all types of living things. For example, humans, animals, plants, and even bacteria. What Rachel Carson is most famous for is making people aware of the dangers of using pesticides. Pesticides is a fancy name for chemicals that are sometimes used by farmers and gardeners to kill bugs or weeds that ruin their crops. One pesticide, called DDT, was being used as a quick fix on all farms to kill insects in America. But Rachel Carson was concerned about the health effects it actually had on humans and animals that came into contact with it. It has since been proven that people who came into contact with DDT were 5 times more likely to develop types of cancers. Even have a look what it did to this frog. But never fear, Rachel Carson is here. In one of her famous books, titled Silent Spring, she used DDT as an example to show the public how much destruction could happen to the world if farmers continued to use it. This book was so successful that it became a national bestseller and even got translated into 30 different languages. This book became so famous that even John F. Kennedy read it. Oh, and by the way, John F. Kennedy was the President of America way before this guy. After he read it, he became so worried about what these chemicals were doing to the world that he created an environmental protection movement. This organisation supported Rachel and eventually banned the use of DDT within America in 1972. This was a huge achievement. Although she may not look like a superhero, this may have just saved the world. After her book, Carson received a lot of hate from companies that made these pesticides. But she knew what was right for this earth and never backed down. In that day and age, it was a man's world, but she did not let that faze her. Rachel Carson always loved looking after our earth, devoting her life to studying our lands and our oceans, and then writing books to educate people just like you and me, even from a young age. In fact, did you know she was only 10 years old when her first story was written in a magazine? That's as young as all of you. Just goes to show that you're never too young to make a difference within our world.